The Rhea is a large, flightless bird native to South America. It belongs to a group of birds known as ratites, which also includes the ostrich, the emu, the cassowary, and the kiwi. Despite similarities, the Rhea is not an emu and it is not an ostrich. It is a distinct species with unique traits and behaviors. There are two species of Rhea, the greater Rhea and the lesser Rhea. The greater Rhea is also known as the American Rhea or the common Rhea, and it is the largest bird in the Americas. It can grow up to 5 feet tall and weigh more than 80 pounds. The lesser Rhea, also called Darwin's Rhea, is smaller and lives in colder, drier regions of South America. Rheas are found in open grasslands, savannas, and scrublands. They prefer wide open spaces where they can spot predators from a distance. They are native to countries like Argentina, Brazil, Bolivia, Paraguay, and Uruguay. In recent years, small populations have been introduced to other regions, including parts of Europe, where they have formed wild groups. Rheas have long legs and long necks, but unlike ostriches, they have 3 toes on each foot instead of 2. This helps them run and maneuver through grasslands at high speeds. They can reach running speeds of up to 40 miles per hour, which is essential for escaping predators. Unlike emus and ostriches, which are more solitary or form small groups, Rheas often form large flocks, especially outside of the breeding season. These flocks can include up to 50 birds, and sometimes even more. They forage together for food and move across the land in search of fresh vegetation and water. Rheas are omnivores. Their diet includes plants, fruits, seeds, roots, insects, and small animals such as lizards and frogs. They use their beaks to pick at food and swallow it whole. They do not have teeth and instead use small stones called gastroliths, which they swallow to help grind food in their stomachs. One of the most interesting things about Rheas is their reproductive behavior. During the breeding season, which starts in spring, males become territorial and build nests on the ground. The nests are simple scrapes in the earth lined with grass and leaves. What is unique is that the male Rhea does almost all the parenting. Several females will lay their eggs in the same nest, but it is the male who incubates the eggs and raises the chicks. A single nest may contain 10 to 60 eggs, depending on how many females contribute. After laying the eggs, the females leave and the male stays behind to protect and care for them. Rhea chicks grow quickly and resemble miniature adults. They stay with their father until they are large enough to join other flocks or start families of their own. It takes about 2 to 3 years for a Rhea to reach full maturity. Despite their size and strength, Rheas have predators in the wild. Their eggs and chicks are vulnerable to snakes, foxes, and birds of prey. Adults may be hunted by big cats or attacked by domestic dogs. In some areas, human activity has also caused a decline in wild Rhea populations. Both species of Rhea are considered near threatened or vulnerable in some parts of their range due to habitat loss, hunting, and egg collection. Conservation efforts are underway to protect Rhea populations and restore natural habitats in South America. In addition to their role in the wild, Rheas have been raised in captivity for meat, feathers, and eggs. Rhea meat is lean and low in fat, and in some countries, it is considered a delicacy. Their large eggs are also used in cooking or for ornamental purposes. Though this practice is more common on farms than in the wild, Rheas are important to the ecosystem. They help spread seeds by eating fruit and dispersing the seeds in their droppings. They also control insect populations and play a role in soil health by disturbing the ground as they walk and forage. Although they resemble emus and ostriches, Rheas can be identified by their size, their 3 toes, and their feather patterns. Rheas have soft gray or brown feathers that cover most of their bodies, including their thighs. Unlike ostriches, which have bare legs and necks, Rheas are covered in feathers almost completely. Rheas cannot fly, but they do have large wings which they use for balance. When running, they stretch out their wings like sails to help change direction quickly. This is especially useful when running from danger or navigating uneven ground. During hot weather, Rheas may take dust baths to clean their feathers and cool down. They roll in the dirt to remove parasites and dead skin. This behavior is common among ground-dwelling birds and helps them stay healthy. Rheas are also known for their curiosity. They may approach people or other animals in open areas, especially if they are used to seeing humans. On farms and reserves, rheas can become quite tame, though they still need space and proper care. Unlike some birds that migrate, rheas tend to stay in the same general area year-round. However, they may move across large distances in search of food or water during dry seasons. Their strong legs and endurance make long travel possible. In captivity, rheas require large, open areas to roam and a varied diet to stay healthy. They can be social animals and may do well with other rheas or compatible animals, but they can also become aggressive during breeding season, especially males. Some people confuse rheas with emus because of their shape and size, but there are clear differences. Emus are native to Australia and are taller with darker feathers and a blue neck. Ostriches are native to Africa and are even larger, with only 2 toes per foot and more powerful legs. Rheas are a fascinating example of how similar traits can evolve in different parts of the world through a process called convergent evolution. This is when unrelated species develop similar adaptations because they live in similar environments. In summary, the rhea is a large, fast, and intelligent bird that is not an emu and not an ostrich. It is unique to South America and plays an important role in its native ecosystems. From its unusual parenting behavior to its incredible speed, the rhea stands out as one of the most interesting birds on Earth. Whether seen in the wild or in a reserve, the rhea is a reminder of how much diversity exists in the animal kingdom and why it is important to protect it.